Machlichtig und warm.
Yes.
When I was sleeping, I got hit.
Really?
That's nice.
Imi yemad lecho odom Yogatim velo yimotzosi Yogatim velo yimotzosi Al tamin Imi yemad lecho odom Lo yogatim v'motzosi Yogatim v'motzosi Al tamin
Well, I am now in Switzerland.
Imi yemad lecho odom
But it's not like I'm gonna do anything super exciting. 1 second announcement.
Zwischen 946 und Berlin-Tegel, Binnenmarktausgang A282. Zwischen 966 und Berlin-Tegel, Berlin from 8A82, 8A82.
Yeah. Good morning and welcome to South Africa. 1600 something years into creation and mankind was already out of control. Idol worship, adultery, thievery, these were some of the things that were totally in style. Evil was rampant. I think most people are familiar with the story of Noah and the ark he was in with his family and a bunch of other creatures during the flood that God brought to destroy, or more accurately, recreate and elevate the world. When Hashem tells Noah, the different types of animals that would go into the ark, the Torah does not call the spiritually impure animals impure. Rather, the animals that are not pure. The Torah is quite literally going out of its way, adding a bunch more words just to speak in a more positive fashion, even about animals. And the lesson is overwhelmingly obvious that when it's our turn to speak, especially about someone else, another person, a human, we have to make sure to speak positively and kindly. When all that sinning was going down and God thought to destroy humanity, the Torah says how God thought to destroy humanity. It was just a thought. But then God said, I will perpetuate humanity through Noah. Notice how God himself didn't speak until there was something positive to say. God himself shows us by example how careful we must be with our words. God literally continuously creates the world by speaking everything into existence, and us Jews, being a part of God, have this power as well. What we say actually takes form in some physical or spiritual way. Saying something negative about someone actually brings out the negativity even more. But flip that logic to the good side, and by speaking positively about someone, you're actually helping them to bring out their innate goodness. Seriously, we have to talk positively about one another. All that being said, here comes the punch in the face. Ouch! The Torah calls Noach righteous and then describes him as faultless in his generation. It might sound like a compliment, but one great sage says it's not. He explains the Torah is just letting you know that in comparison to the rest of the wicked people in Noah's generation, was Noah considered righteous, but on his own scale, he wasn't such a great guy. Okay, now what? About the animals, the Torah goes out of its way, adding a bunch of words just to speak positively. Instead of saying impure, saying the animals that are not pure. But about a person? About Noah? There's even an opinion that says that perhaps the Torah is going out of its way, telling you that he was faultless in his generation, only to tell you that he wasn't so great. Do you get it? Because I would not get it if not for this explanation. The word ark in the language of the Torah is teva, and the word teva can also be translated to mean word. The waters of the flood are symbolic of the different issues that arise and that we can feel like we're drowning in life. One can be drowning in financial worries, for example. Go into the teva, the ark, also translated as word. Go into the words of Torah study and prayer and be saved from the flood, and don't drown in a flood of worries. Sounds beautiful, but let's be realistic. A holy guy like Noah who gets special attention from God goes into an ark and gets saved from the flood. But don't tell me that I have an ark of Torah study and prayer and I'll be saved as well. Come on. But no, It is precisely for this reason, this excuse, if you could call it that there is this opinion that the Torah itself is even perhaps maybe saying something not so positive about Noah. Just to tell me that if we think we're not so good and we're not deserving, not true. Not true at all. By adding in our Torah study and prayer, we will be able to surf high above the floods of life. We won't know any more of these floods of life. With the revelation of Mashiach, may it be now. Use your power of speech. Like we said, it's powerful. Let's use our power of speech and tell God, we want Mashiach now.